friends, thanks so much for being here. Today I'm super excited because I am doing a full face of e.l.f. makeup. A lot of this was going to be first impressions, but this is not the first time I've tried to film this. The first time, like halfway, well actually a little bit closer to the end of the video, my camera kind of was like, no more, sorry, we're done. We're not working today. So it kind of screwed everything up. So this is not a full face of first impressions, but it is a full face of e.l.f. So I have a whole thing of goodies here that we're going to go through and use. And yeah, so all the prices that I list will just be from e.l.f.'s website if I list any prices. I myself, some of this was gifted to me for my birthday from my friends, and some of it I bought from Target and some of it I bought from Walmart. It's kind of been like a collection of things. Finally got up to a full face. So but any pricings that I list, it will just be from their website, if I list any. So, but yeah, if you are new here, my name is Shyla and this is LaLa Land. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Make sure you ring that little notification bell. That way YouTube lets you know every time I upload a video. And without further ado, we'll just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I just got everything laid out so I can just kind of grab as I go. I'm going to swoop my hair out of my face. Okay. So I did, you guys can tell, I have pretty bold brows right now. I did get my brows ombre. So I did, okay, I have a e.l.f. brow product. I will not be putting it on my brows because I literally got them done yesterday. So they're pretty fresh, pretty raw. I'm not going to be using brow products for a while, but I will continue to use like brow gels and all of that good stuff. So just so you guys know. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in. Again, I do have a bunch of the e.l.f. Mint Melt line. A lot of that was actually gifted to me from my friends. Thank you, Jillian, Mindy, Tessa, and Courtney. You guys are so sweet. You guys made my birthday so freaking special, so I really want you guys to know I loved it, and I'm super excited to use the products you guys gave me in my video. So, to start off, I am going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is just the original. There is a luminous and a matte version, but I just used the original. And I just put that where I mostly have big pores, avoiding my brows. And then with that, I'm also going to be using the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. And this is supposed to be like their jelly pop primer. So, but just the mint version. So that's what it looks like. So just on top of where I put that, oh, that smells so good. I love mint. So on top of where I just put the Poreless Putty Primer, and then around the edges of my face just to make sure getting all around. And it does have that like tackiness, so it'll definitely make your makeup last all day. Okay, and then for the foundation, I use two different shades because I just don't have an exact shade. In the Camo CC Cream, so here's the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. And I am using both shades Light 240W and Fair 150C. I bought these two separate times, just trying to get as close to my shade, and neither one of them work alone, but both of them work good enough together. So, and plus they're 14 bucks a piece. That's kind of a lot for a drugstore foundation. So I am not going to waste it. I'm going to make it work. So I do just a pump from each because this is pretty full coverage. So I'll show you what that looks like. Please ignore my ugly scratch. Just the two. And this is the e.l.f. brush. I want to say it's the Complex Duo brush. So it has the little concealer brush on this end and then the foundation brush on that end. But I also have the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, so I want to use that as well. Okay, I'm looking pretty freaking ghostly. I don't know if it's coming through that way on camera, but in the mirror, I still just cannot get the shade right. But once I put the bronzer and everything on, it will come together. Just trust the process. We're going to make this work because, again, I'm not wasting $28 worth of foundation. I'm just not going to do it. Okay, so just kind of make that a little more seamless. And then I am going to use the Cream Contour Palette by e.l.f. And this one, it doesn't say if this is like a light, medium, or anything like that. So, I'm sorry. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of all of them and just kind of go around the edges. And it really does just like melt into the skin. I really, really like this cream contour palette. And same shades. So I don't really plan on using this for my concealer. I'm just going to use it for my nose contour. Okay, now for concealer, I am going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the satin finish. There is another version of this, the original version of this. It's more matte. A lot of people say it is drying, so this is being a more satin finish. It has a little bit more luminosity to it. I use it in 2 different shades again as well, but I use a little bit more of a brighter shade towards the inner corner and a shade closer to my skin towards the outer part, like underneath my eye. So I am using both Light Sand and Fair Warm, and this is the e.l.f. Okay, and the Fair Warm. Just so that like it brightens up the eye, but you don't want to cake it on there because you don't want to look cakey. And then right there. Down the center. And then I'm going to use the Total Face sponge to kind of blend all of it together. Okay, and e.l.f. does have a eyeshadow primer. Normally I just use concealer, honestly, and then set the concealer, put my eyeshadow on top of that, and I never have a problem with it budging or creasing or anything like that. But people rave about this eyeshadow primer, and it is like $3, so it's pretty good. I heard about it from Juicy Jazz. She's one of my favorites. I'll link her channel in the description for sure. Not a lot comes off on this little stick. So I'm trying to keep it away from my eyebrow just because, again, I did get them done yesterday. I don't want to get any makeup on it. So if there's if it looks odd because there's areas around my eyebrow that doesn't have foundation or eyeshadow or primer or anything like that, it's just because I just got them literally tattooed yesterday. Now I'm going to be setting with the Halo Glow e.l.f. setting. I'm sorry. Obviously everything is e.l.f. I'm sorry if I keep saying e.l.f., but this is the Halo Glow setting powder. And this is in the shade Light, I believe. Yes, shade Light. So just take the powder and then pat, pat, pat. So I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush, just set all over my face. Okay, so for the eyeshadows, I did get the Mint Melt, but I'm going to be using these little bite-sized palettes from e.l.f. They're all pretty awesome. I kind of want to do like a chocolate mint look with these two palettes. Let's see. So this is the Mint to Be and Cream and Sugar. So Mint to Be and Cream and Sugar. So I'm going to kind of see what I can create with those two, and then we'll move on to the face. Let me kind of zoom you guys in for that. And e.l.f. actually did come up with, or not come up with, they came out with some brushes. This is two different sets of the same set. Again, one was gifted, one was purchased. So I'll be using these as well as other brushes, but we'll test these out as well. These have been used before. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the Cream and Sugar palette and just kind of lay this down. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I wanted to let you guys know as well. They have these Mint Melt No Budge eyeshadows, but they're like a little stick. So these are part of the mint collection. I know they're coming out with other shades that are not part of the mint collection, but I got these 3. So I don't think I'm going to be using them very much, but I'll swatch them for you guys. That's either like the perfect shade for my skin tone, or it's just not going to show up there for me. So I'm going to go into the deepest shade and just kind of start building up that outer corner. Super pigmented, very dark. Okay, and then with a bigger, fluffier brush, I'm just gonna kind of So, okay, I did also get this e.l.f, let me see. I guess it's like a liquid eyeshadow. This is in the shade Moon. It's very, very pretty. Like, it's really pretty. It's kind of light. So I'm going to see if maybe I can top whatever we put on, just so we can use a lot of their products. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Mint palette and use this bright green next to my brown. I'm going to try with my finger. So it's not, like, it's coming off. It's kind of showing up. I'm going to see if maybe spraying my brush and doing it that way would help. Let me see. I don't have an e.l.f. setting spray, so I do apologize for that. That's the one thing I won't have. Okay. I'm going to go in with a little flat brush. I'm going to spray it. Try it now. That is better, I guess. With like a little more like color payoff, because it is such a pretty bright green, but okay, and then I'm going to go in with that lightest green. It's like, oh, I don't know, like a silver green. It's really light color, and just do the inner corner and highlight. I can't really tell much of a difference between the two. Maybe you can on camera, but this is a shade and this is a different shade, but they look the same to me, so I'm not sure why. But that is, okay, I guess I can kind of see it. Slight difference. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of this lightest shimmer shade in the Sugar and Cream, Cream and Sugar palette, and just kind of top that to bring in some gold. Wow, that's really pretty together. I kind of feel like we lost a little bit of that dark brown, so I'm going to go in with a little bit more of that on the brush. Just kind of get back. I don't know if you guys can hear my monster upstairs. Where's the coffee brush? Okay, I'm just going to take this flatter brush from e.l.f. and this darker shade. Just do the lower lash line. And then I'm going to try to blend it out with that lighter green. Different coffee brush. Oh, you know, I almost forgot to use the liquid eyeshadow. So let me kind of just top this and then we'll do a liner. Okay, that's coming up pretty gold, but I'm going to try to pat it out with my finger. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. So I think that's really pretty. I'm going to get that to dry. Okay, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. eyeliner pen. Sorry, I'll show you what it looks like. I did get my shirt. So when in doubt, wing it out, right? The e.l.f. Lash Out Loud. This is actually, now that I'm done with the eyes, let me go ahead and zoom you guys back out. Okay, so So I do like this mascara. It separates my lashes really good and it gets them to kind of like stand up. So I like that about him. I do not have any e.l.f. lashes, unfortunately. So I'm going to keep it very drugstore, and I'm just going to be using the Salon Perfect Wispies in 614. So let me just go ahead and pop those on. Give me one sec. Okay, so we have the lashes on. Let's go ahead and finish the face. So I have the e.l.f. Forever Kissed primer. I want to say this is not primer, I'm sorry. This is the Forever Kissed bronzer from e.l.f. And I'm going to just go ahead and get my face bronzed up. So when you're bronzing the face, you want to go kind of in a 3 motion. Just kind of get like the high points of your face, like the edges, I guess you could say. And then we will be going in with the e.l.f. So these are the like bite-sized duos, I guess. And I have shades White Peach and Guava. And this is a blush and a highlight. We'll go ahead and do it that way. So this is Guava and this is White Peach. Okay, so I am going in with White Peach for my blush. So I like to put the blush on the apples of my cheek and then kind of go out and up on kind of on top of the contour and bronzer line that we have set. And then I'm going to go across the top of my nose, give me a little bit of a Sunkissed look there. And then I'm going to go in with a completely different brush. And go in with that highlight. So that is the face. Let me kind of blend this out a little bit. It's kind of loud. Okay, so that's the face products. Unfortunately, I don't have a lip liner, but I do have plenty of their lip products. From the Mint Melt line, I have the Lip Plumping Gloss in Hint of Mint, as well as Mint Chocolate. These are both very beautiful. One's just clear, and then one is a really pretty nude brown. And then I also have the Sheer Slick, which don't let the name fool you. I was super excited about this shade for summer. I was like, oh, just a sheer little wash of pink on my lips. This is very pigmented. Like, it's no joke. Like, in the car at Target looking like Barbie, which is fine because I love Barbie. But it does rub out to be pretty sheer. It definitely won't go with this look today. And then I have this lipstick from e.l.f, which is a really pretty mauve-y brown. And this is in shade Taffy. I think I'm going to go ahead with this, and then I'll put a little bit of the gloss over it. Oh, it's like a mauve pink. Actually, that's pretty pretty. Smudge it out, and I'm going to go in with the Hint of Mint gloss and just kind of top that off. Okay, and that is, let me see, should be everything. This is my full face of e.l.f. makeup. Again, the prices, if I list price, oh my gosh. If I list any prices, those will be from e.l.f.'s website. These, again, were gifted to me, as well as I picked up from Walmart and Target. But yeah, this is the face I was able to make with the e.l.f. makeup. I think e.l.f. makeup has come a long way. I think they have definitely gone up in price, but their quality has gone up as well. So that makes sense to me. I don't feel like I wasted any of my money on what I did spend. Obviously, this is not a sponsored video. I just really enjoy playing with makeup and seeing what I can make with an affordable price. I hope you guys like the look I was able to come up with. Let me know down in the comments if you do like the look. Also, let me know if you've tried any microblading or ombreing of your eyebrows and what your experience is with it. I'm really interested. I do have a video coming out with, you know, just kind of how I went, my little process of it. And then I'm going to be linking the artist that did my brows because she's amazing. And if you can, reach out, reach out. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for being here. It really does mean a lot to me. Again, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Sharing is caring. Please feel free to share my videos with your friends, family, people you don't like and you want me to annoy, whatever, just share. And then also, of course, ring that little notification bell so YouTube lets you know every time I upload a video. And yeah, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Have a good night, and yeah, I'll see you around. Bye-bye.